Morning, everyone. Which for getting on today and watch your government in action. So I guess before we call roll call, meeting to order, we have a couple announcements. We have a couple new staff members that are working for us right now. And of course, Annie has her new assistant down there, and your name?
Stacy Warren.
Stacy Warren is joining our team today, or has joined our team this week. And alongside me is Eldon Ballinger. He's my new assistant too. So he started this week too. They both started at the same time. So I want to say miigwech and thank you guys, and looking forward to the good work that you guys are going to bring to our team. And so next up is we'll call the meeting to order. It is 9:18. Alan, do roll call, please.
Yeah, Mr. Chair. District 1.
Here.
District 2.
Here.
District 3.
Here.
And I'm here.
Yeah, we have a quorum. Miigwech. All right, next up is a review and approval of the agenda. Anybody have anything to add?
Mr. Chair, I'd just like to add on our cameras up there in Red State. We've been having problems with people cutting the damn catalytic converters off our vehicles right in that parking lot, and our cameras don't. We got 8 cameras and we only got 4 that work in it. I've been after these guys, and I don't know how.
So who's getting their
Mhm.
who's getting their Catalina's cut off? Like your community members?
Fishing got 2 of their vehicles, and then the Boy and Girls bus, they cut the one off there, plus they've been
Okay.
breaking in and getting the gas out of them. But I did talk to Bowman and asked him if we could get room in that garage, because they got a bunch of old stuff sitting up there that
Yeah.
they don't even use.
Yeah.
So then he should,
That, and then Lori will follow up with Nate Faber. His aim to look at cameras again. So would that be something that we'll have to bring back and find out how we can combat that? So
The only thing I met with the folks on Monday, with the members, and I just wanted to give them a little bit more time to take a look at that hemp plan.
okay.
So we just gotta approve it today.
Oh, you want to approve the hemp plan today?
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
put it on the agenda. this
Okay.
week. But I think some of them might want to have some more feedback on it, but I just met with them on Monday. so-
Okay. We'll add that to old business. I think that was.
And Mr. Chair, if we can just have some conversation about a food shelf, and all of our taxable land, are we looking at getting that into trust? If that's something we. can
Yes,
discuss?
and that's something I stopped at Megan's office yesterday again, because, the Bagley Casino Stardust, they've been sitting out there for a long time down at Minneapolis Regional. So I was asked Megan to reach out to Monica, to reach out to Alan Fogarty or to the regional office down in the regional office in St. Paul or out by Fort Snelling, and to see if we can get something like a consultation back in again, so we can. So
And also
those are really good points, Annie.
yes, and also, there's some concerns on the, White Earth TCC accepting that tractor from RDO. I want to kind of discuss that. And there's some, probably an executive, I want to go over some rates of pay for some of our staff, because some of them, are doing a lot of work, and I'd just like to discuss that just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the same one.
All right. Hearing no more. Anybody want to approve the agenda?
I want to talk about later is last meeting, and I approved.
Lake lots.
Yeah,
And I'm pulling that, so I'm gonna motion to,
I've been getting
Hold it.
calls right and left. Well, if he can do it for them, he can do it for me.
and that was an executive, so I don't know who is out there saying stuff, because that's supposed to be confidential.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
another thing, but I'm gonna rescind that today. Motion to
yeah.
rescind, yep, so that's gonna be taken care of.
All right.
Okay. Thanks, Kathy, Annie. Yeah, we know how stuff leaks out of here all the time,
it happens, seems to happen a lot.
I know.
All right. Motion to approve the agenda. Motion by Raymond, second by Kathy, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up is, we don't have no meeting minutes. They'll be at when, Monday's meeting? Or
We
Tuesday's
approved the
meeting?
regular meetings at the last meeting.
Okay, Tuesday then. Or no, the next regular meeting?
We approved them already.
Okay.
Yep. Special meeting minutes. Special meeting.
Yeah, I want to let everyone know out there too that this is our monthly regular meeting, because next week's going to be kind of the holiday weekend. So we moved our monthly meeting to today's date of May 21st or May 20th. And so we're all giving reports as council members. I know it's been kind of short notice, a short month, but I guess a couple updates I have is, one thing the council, when I address this is kind of all of us that approves this, is one of the big things that came out I feel is one of the big things is opening up our Boys and Girls Club. I know that's something that's really important to not only our staff, but everyone's, that has little ones that need after school activities. So that'll start here real soon. So, and also the powwow, I know I was at the Mother's Day powwow. That was a really good feeling. It was a good time to be over there to dance and to pray for everyone. And, hopefully we can get this pandemic under, get more reins on it to slow her down still. So, but that's about all the only some of the stuff that we talked earlier about, and also ongoing, economic development stuff is going on. We're still doing a lot of looking at different ways of energy, and Ellen will bring that up. And we talk about enterprises. We talk about even the casino and also the ARP money. All these meetings are continuously week after week. So we're doing a lot of work and we're meeting a lot and getting information out to our public, our membership. So I want to say miigwech and thank you. Al?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For this month, as the chairman was saying, he mentioned the American Rescue Plan. I know that White Earth Nation will be receiving its ARP hopefully this month from the U.S. Department of Treasury. We've held a number of meetings on that. Also, we've discussed with the staff of putting together a plan for a distribution to tribal members and to tribal businesses, among all the other needs that we have. The timeline to utilize these funds is December 31st, 2024. So there'll be a multi-year budget published for that, Mr. Chairman. As the chairman had stated, we are working on a number of business ventures. There's the energy stuff that we're taking a look at. I know we're taking a strong look at solar energy. Tomorrow, we do have a tour of the Sherco facility. A lot of the big energy providers in the area are shutting down coal plants. They're moving from fossil fuels to renewable energy. And so that's where the solar is. Now, this comes into play for White Earth because I've had conversations with some of the folks, band members here, that have a very strong interest in biofuels, of being able to use hemp and other biofuels to be able to generate energy. And so we want to be able to try to incorporate that into the discussion. We met last week with the solar provider based upon the numbers. If we do 500 megawatts for the reservation, it is theoretically possible, depending on the price per kilowatt, that what would generate annual revenue anywhere from $35 million to $62 million annually. And so essentially, the moonshot goal for all of this, just for everyone in the room, is to be able to provide free energy for every tribal home on this reservation for the next 35 years. Okay, so that is the moonshot goal that we're looking at, that we're aiming for. This would create thousands of jobs. This would be a good thing for everyone here, all right? And so this is something that we're all taking a look at, Mr. Chair. Very briefly, we're still working on the Tribal Elders Affairs Commission. We're still regularly meeting with the folks here. I think we're going to be meeting next Tuesday down here as well, so we invite folks to attend. Later today, David Wilson.
Excuse me.
Yep.
That was gonna be Nail Wash.
Is that where it's going to be?
I don't recall the location, sorry.
Okay.
I'll look it up.
For the elders?
Yeah, is that?
Yeah, Sam said need a wash,
Is that
but
what-
I think they were trying to find somewhere to have it.
Okay.
So what day was?
I think they were proposing.
Sam just told me that yesterday.
Yeah, look in
Well,
there.
it'll be next week. We'll
Mm-hmm.
get the information on when it's gonna be. Later today, and this will tie to my final point, Mr. Chair, behavioral health. I bring this up because we did meet with Dave Wellstone, the son of Paul Wellstone, Senator, who's passed away a number of years ago in a plane crash. He's got an application that can help our members suffering from addiction. And he's going to do a demonstration today for our folks. And I encourage you guys to take a strong look at that. It can save lives. We invited him to come up here to show it firsthand on what it can be done. Basically, it's, doing a lot of case management right from your phone. We know telemedicine is the future. It's already here right now. Which brings me to my final point, the importance of access to the internet on the reservation. In the ARP, it specifically identifies broadband internet for tribal nations to be able to develop. So our folks can stay connected to the internet. It's good. It's important for telemedicine, medicine, business development, education. It's a long-term investment is what it is. This is important for our folks, especially those folks that are trying to stay connected, especially if they're fighting addiction and some of these other changes that we've made. And so, Mr. Chair, I'm asking, I will be trying to ask for a Teams discussion on possibly coming up with a resolution to declare access to the internet as a human right for tribal members on the reservation. This is a significant investment for our folks. I think that we'll see how it goes as we develop that conversation. So,
Yeah, plus we have those ladies that are doing work for us too, aren't they? Remember those two ladies?
Keela, yeah,
Yeah, they're doing some groundwork for us, so it's good.
thank you.
We could use broadband out in Natowana, so out in those areas, so. All right, thank you. So, next up our district reps. I know it's a kind of a short month, so Ray, District 1, you want to go first?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd just like to start out with thanking Senator Klobuchar for that meeting we had yesterday. It was a very interesting meeting. She's more than willing to help us out, and this is what we need. Also, just to let you all know that, yes, we have been traveling quite a bit, but we are getting a lot done as far as development on our reservation, bringing jobs to our reservation. This is part of our job as council members to be out there looking for economic development for our reservations. So I know a lot of you have been saying I've been gone a lot, but I have been traveling on different meetings. Like Alan was saying, these 3 different things that we were at, I also attended those. Our Paul is coming up here next weekend, I believe it is. And we got the 2 students, Rain and Neil, and of course, and they want to know if the council can be there. And I think we're going to set it for Sunday that we got a meeting tonight. And then there's another one, Kenley Gordon, who is a 3-star athlete. And got to congratulate this young man. I mean, to stay in a school where it's, and I hate to say this, that's prejudice, but he has made very much success in that school. He's a very tentative leader, and I look at him going a long ways, and we're going to honor him with the plaque at the Powell also. And then, yes, I've been getting a lot of complaints of the stealing of gas and the catalytic converters in the community, but as I said before, if you got someone that that's doing it, please get their names to me, get pictures, whatever you can do it off your phone. I mean, these modern technologies today, you can do a lot with them. And then that's about it. But I do invite the council to our powwow on Sunday. We are going to have that deal. It's looking pretty good because, of course, Leech Lake isn't having their annual powwow. So we already got like 13 vendors coming in, and that's what we're going to meet tonight on, as to where to put them and how to get them in there. But otherwise, that's all I got, Mr. Chairman. Miigwech.
Thank you, Ray. Kathy, do you have a?
I think I really don't have too much to report. Everything is about the same. there's been a lot of deaths and, we're dealing with that. But I would like to talk about when are we gonna start the clinic?
Soon, I think that, Scott back yet? Do you know?
Should be on the way back.
I think
Should be back by now, yeah.
I think the iron they're waiting for, I know he has that thing about the metal, the iron, the framing for it. They need to get a special order put in. And the bids are, I'm not sure. But we can follow up with that.
The bids.
We'll get you a report, because this kid's coming. There's just little delays here and there with iron because of the contracts for the iron workers.
Prices, I think, going.
Yeah. Yeah, but so Scott has something. We'll get something to you, Kathy, so.
Other than that, that's it.
Okay, make which Kat. Annie, you have a few?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm glad you got an assistant now because a lot of people complained to me that you're not, following up with them. So that's gonna be awesome. Cause I can't talk for you. So, that's gonna be a plus for our members. Right now I'm working with White Earth and Callaway Community Council, trying to get their elections going and nominations and elections so that they can get, their people on and get their community councils up and going. White Earth cleanup, I've got that. A bunch of volunteers have volunteered for June 3rd to do ditches and the elders, to help the elders' yards, and if they need anything hauled to the road or whatever. But some staff are asking if they can be excused to help with that. And that's up to the council. I can't make that decision. So I'm asking that we excuse them if they want to help with cleanup, because that's a week before our big powwow. So I think it would be really helpful to get our, our White Earth area cleaned up.
Bruce and Lori can work on that.
I've been talking with Adam on Raymond's project for the elders' tiny homes, and I might be looking at trying to do something in conjunction with Ray's homes here at White Earth too. So that's just something new we thought of. So we're going to be looking at that. The ARP is ongoing meetings, and it's, it's good that we all get together and talk on that. So that's really good. I attended that Phoenix training, and it was very, very good. I really liked it. Mike Hughes puts on a really good training, and he's very knowledgeable with the stuff he talks about. You could ask him a question and he answers you. And he really opened my eyes to a lot of things that go on, in the Senate and all over. So it's really, I really like that. I just want to say miigwech to all of the council for, approving the green and the felony friendly positions, because that's some barriers that are now not there for our people. We gotta remember who we're here for, and that just really made my day when we did that, especially our felons, because we still got them coming home and nothing for them. And, I think there's a housing meeting this afternoon, and I'm going to bring that up to them too, to see what we can do for the housing situation, because it's not fair to them either if they, are working and trying to get in the home that they can't. And it's like, well, what do we do with them then, So I'm going to talk to the housing board about that too today. There was some other stuff, but I think I can discuss that later.
Thank you, Ann. Thank you. All right, Miigwech Council for the updates. Next up on the agenda, we don't have no elders update, so we have the White Earth Indian Health Service. Is Marie on the phone? Or did she give us a report?
Calling in.
Oh, she was coming in?
She was calling in.
Oh, okay. Maria? Picture.
Usually I accept them. I'm not sure, but
How about that? We can drop down to the community councils until we get Marie on the phone, so. Kathy, was Tara calling in?
which day is cleanup?
Marie?
She was coming in person. No, she was,
Tara?
I'll help with that too.
Tara?
I leave this day.
Rice Lake?
It's not,
Henry?
I don't know, I don't even, arrangements, nothing.
we early? Okay, so we that early? We're usually later in the habit.
Really for, no, I think Henry's probably at the Shenny. He probably don't get, I know we don't get.
Yeah, that's a tough one, yeah.
They're going.
Chairman Fairbanks, can you hear me? This is Maria.
Oh, hi, Maria. Okay, yeah, you're up. Thank you.
Okay, good. I was muting the YouTube and then I had to get on the phone, so I didn't know if you had called me yet. You can hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, well, thank you everyone for having me. This is the IHS update, and I'll just hit some of the highlights. For the next few weeks, we are going to have some construction disrupt some of our parking. They're going to be starting May 24th. The parking lot will have about 20 spaces reduced, but we have a really good plan in place where it's not, we hope it's not going to disrupt too much. What the construction will be doing, they're working on installing additional manholes and storm drain. And they're going to do this in 4 phases. So in order to minimize disruption. And really one of the main changes next week, the ambulance entry will move to the main entrance, and we're in contact with them, with dispatch. And then it'll move back the following week. So we're looking at about 2 weeks of disruption. We moved most of our medical appointments to telehealth just to minimize the number of cars. Otherwise, no other disruption in like dental or optometry. I'm thinking of all these services. And some of our employees will be on telework just for those 2 weeks. So if there's any issues, please let me know, or Laura DeGroat, she'll be acting on my behalf. I'm actually out next week moving all my stuff from New Mexico. As you know, CDC last week lifted the mask mandate, but it remains in place for us here at the health center. So patients and staff are still required to wear their masks when they enter the building. And Nadawash is open now. We opened May 4th, and we're open Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 to 3:30, and pharmacy starts at 9. And services available include medical, pharmacy, lab, patient registration, patient benefits coordinator, housekeeping, security, and dental. We're short-staffed, so dental will not resume just yet out at Nadawash until late summer. And let's see what else. The clinical director update, she continues, Dr. Noisy-Hawk continues to work on recruiting contract physicians on a rotating basis, which is a challenge in many ways. But we do have 3 MDs throughout the summer. We continue to work on recruiting permanent medical doctors and working towards having a physician recruitment contract in place in the next few months. So we're hoping that this physician recruitment contract will help quite a bit in getting some permanent physicians. And let's see. We are pretty much almost at normal stages as far as our operations due to COVID. Our vaccine demand has gone down a bit, and I believe the tribe has experienced that as well. We are scheduling 12 to 15-year-olds this week for the vaccine. And audiology, due to the clinic expansion, audiology services will be temporarily unavailable from June 14th until July 19th. And that services can be obtained through other avenues for emergent or urgent cases that arise, so we can send folks out if they need to. As far as the construction for the expansion, I think we're looking at August, late August for completion, and we probably won't move in until September or October. our AAAHC accreditation, we're 12 months away from being reaccredited, so we are making sure that we are reviewing all the standards for compliance. And we had a major phone system upgrade also on during the week of May 3rd. was not without any hiccups. We had quite a few major hiccups, but I think that's smoothed out a little bit. But with any transition, you're going to have a few hiccups. And I don't have anything else, but I'm ready for any questions.
Maria, this is Raymond. Say, how soon are you gonna get with the Rice Lake Clinic? One day, I know they were up there working yesterday, and they're hoping within 2 weeks.
Oh, the Rice Lake, we're waiting for the parking lot to be paved. I don't know if that has been completed yet.
No, it hasn't, but they're gonna be done with it here soon. But if you could just
Said
give
they're
me,
going to be done with it soon.
yeah, if you could just give me like a tentative date so I can set up, because a lot of them are gonna ask me if we're gonna have like a little dinner or something, and I would like to put that on for a grand opening.
Okay. My clinical director is gone right now, also next week. And can we wait until she gets back and then I'll ask her?
Sure, that's fine to me. Well, my good Maria.
Okay. And then I'll reach out to you directly to just kind of come up with a date. But I appreciate the fact that we want to do a grand opening. I like that idea.
Right. Well, my good Maria, I appreciate that.
Sure. You're welcome.
Yeah, I've been waiting about 3 years for the clinic, the new clinic in the Tawash. And so that's what I'm after right now. I appreciate any words that you've gotten.
I don't know if she heard it, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, I had a hard time hearing you, Kathy.
Oh, I was wondering about the clinic for Nadawash. I've been waiting years.
Did you hear that, Maria?
Are you talking about the joint venture, the new clinic?
Yeah, so she's just wondering if you know any updates. I know Scott's working on all of our financing and working with the contractors, and he's kind of en route coming back on the airplane, and we don't really,
Okay.
I'm not sure if you have any information
Yeah.
from the headquarters at all, so, or from.
I think it's getting ready to be awarded. That's what I heard, that the tribe is getting ready to award the contract to the construction company. I don't know who it is, but I heard it was this week if it hasn't already been done.
Yeah. Thank you, Maria.
Sure.
Well, hearing no more questions, I appreciate your update and your time. Thank you, Maria. Miigwech.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Yep. Is Tara online? Tara?
Mr. Chair, Tara was having some reception difficulties,
Okay.
but she will be calling in as soon as she can.
Okay, Rice Lake, Henry might be at the,
Probably at the center, yeah, and I'm,
okay.
you try to call him on, maybe if he's got an extension in the building. We've got an office in it.
Okay, what about White Earth Urban on? Who's that, you know, Maria?
Hey, can you transfer me out to Rice Lake? Thank you.
And I got
You guys want to take a break?
a request from somebody who wanted, wait, no, how far can our day labor,
Because,
I'm trying to get a hold of Henry
how
Foss.
far can we send our day labor up? There's a guy in Bemidji, he was cleaning his yard. He's,
Nadawash is here.
Oh, Nadawash, there's Tara.
all right. Hi, Tara. Do you want to give your update, please?
Hello.
Probably ask Sandy.
All right. Yep.
Uh,
First, I'd like to apologize. We're not on video with YouTube, so we don't know where we're at in the meeting. And I have Karen Wadena here with me. And we're missing just a couple other community members because we do have some that are going to the housing meeting today later as well to report and update them. So we'd like to start out with Nadawash Community Council would like to thank all of you for this opportunity to report and address the council. We would like to thank many of Whiter's staff and departments for their willingness to work with us and support us and all the volunteers in Nadawash. NCC held elections for 3 positions in the month of February with the assistance of Rice Lake, Pine Point, and Nadawash CSO. Our newly elected committee member is Donovan Burnett. He has been nominated for our treasury position and has accepted the role. We also have several volunteers who have stepped up to help coordinate additional events and opportunities within the community. These volunteers have been designated as junior staff, and Sarah Keyser is coordinating this branch of our volunteers. We are truly grateful we have so many community members who are willing to volunteer their time back into the village. NCC has been working with Feeding Our Families for 14 months and have served an average of 200 families each month with supplemental food, traditional medicines, and other items such as dog food due to the COVID pandemic. We're averaging 40 hours of total volunteer time each week on this effort. In the past 14 months, we have volunteered over 2,400 hours in the effort to provide food and support to our community. May will be our last month as the pandemic is coming to an end, and we are now moving into other community efforts. We are grateful for the cooperation and effort by the Feeding Our Family staff. They go above and beyond. In April, NCC held an Easter egg hunt and door prize event for our youth. NCC hosted an animal welfare meeting with the Whiter's Animal Welfare Commission, Whiter's Housing Authority, local nonprofits, and concerned community members to help coordinate all the different policies and animal welfare efforts happening on the reservation. We do get a lot of requests for vaccination and SNP clinics for our animals. We're working with our CSO, Dustin Keyser, to fill and provide backpacks to our community members who are leaving for treatment. We are also in the process of coordinating with Warriors Path to provide backpacks and duffel bags for our members returning from prison and jail. We have hygiene products and socks right now, but we'll be looking for donations of new clothing in the future for those who are coming home. NCC is now working on our community garden, which is small, but we hope to continue to expand it with additional volunteers to help with the effort. We are grateful to have the assistance from the Whiter Land Recovery Project with tilling and plants for our garden. NCC submitted a request for partnership and sponsorship to the Natural Resource Division to help with a pathway to qualifying tribal members to participate in the Master Gardener certification. We hope to hear from the Natural Resource Division soon. Nadawash has a new Frisbee golf course installed in between the new projects and water tower projects. Community volunteers are finishing the ground cleaning this week, and we hope to see this used by families throughout the summer and fall. We are also in the process of lighting the skate park in Nadawash for the basketball court, installing pavilions at the skate park and Old Center, and adding permanent garbage cans at our public spaces. NCC continues to work on the renovation of the Old Center and have everything ordered through our local Ojibwe building supply business. We do not have enough to cover labor for the gracious donation of the $25,000 to community councils. So we continue to make slow progress working with our community members who are skilled in renovation and have time to volunteer. Nadawash community has been without recycling for 11 months. We understand this is a county issue, but it would greatly help your transfer department if we could recycle out here again, lessening the waste that is needed to be picked up on their routes, keeping garbage out of our woods, and just overall helping take care of the environment. We would like to thank the council for reinstating the drug task force. As you know, our community has been hard hit by the drug epidemic on top of the pandemic, and we have seen a lot of relapses over the past year and are grateful to see the changes made to address this. MCC is requesting Nadawash be considered in the amount of $1.5 million from the American Rescue Plan Act. We would like an addition onto the old center for an elder center. Currently, our elders only have limited space in the sports complex for EMT. This is a public building for both Whiter's offices as well as the post office. There are no windows, and our elders cannot lead any activities or hold any elder-specific events due to limited space. The space is shared with the Boys and Girls Club as well as funerals and other private functions. If the MP was moved to the old center, delivery would be more convenient, but it would also improve, but more importantly, our elders would have their own space with a window and would be able to walk out into the community garden. Good nutrition and a space specifically designated for our elders is needed for both their physical and mental well-being. We have also received requests for chai tea workshops for our elders. There is also a need to make additional repairs to the boxing club building. NCC would like to partner with the boxing club to use the space to offer different health and wellness programming for all ages, from yoga to dance classes for our youth. We had requested the designation of our workout center be moved to this building. Has any progress been made on this, or is this not an option? Also, we would like to see the funding for the boxing club reinstated for the 2022 fiscal year. NCC would also like to request an additional CSO position for Nadawash. Our CSO is extremely busy, and we see a need for a female CSO to work with the community and assist the community council when needed. NCC continues to wait for a response on the following items. Ice skating rink boards. Could we please have them? They don't seem to be in use anywhere, and we are in the process of completing our sliding hill this summer. We have saved the location for a skating rink. A woodlot lease near Nadawash is still needed, and assistance with phone and internet connection at the old center. Thank you, Karen Wadena, Joe Bush, Donovan Brunette, Sarah Mason, Heidi Goodwin, Chris Leslie. Also, we forgot to put on there the cell phone tower. We still need a cell phone tower out here, and we should have added that to the list. So, is there any questions?
That you're putting in for a
Hello?
new,
Oh, Kathy's talking to her.
a new center for everybody. Are we gonna just do repairs?
She was asking for a addition.
Addition onto it, yeah.
Yeah, but she asked for addition last time it got approved.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what she said this time. 1.5 million for an addition for the elders.
That's some years old, you know?
Well, Tara, this is Raymond. You know, that building we were looking at in Nadawash there, we are looking for a different place to put that down, and it is understandable that it's near that, what is it, where the families are. So we're not probably not using that. So we are gonna look for a different spot. So we took that into consideration. That was a good deal that you said there, that it is too close to that place where the families are, and I agree with you. So we are gonna look for someplace different. And be good for bringing that up.
And my good too to you guys for that, you know, because we've mentioned before that it's not that we don't want it here in the village. It's just that, you know, if you guys need help finding a location or spot, because that's one of our concerns too. It's just that we just want to make sure that it's in a safe place and everybody will be safe. So thank you for that consideration, Ray.
Right, and I agree with that, and I guess we didn't look at that when we first looked into it, but that was an ideal spot, an ideal building, but I'm sure we can find someplace else, and like I said, good for your information, that's what we need to hear.
Hey, good, Tara.
Thank you so much.
I don't think any council has any more questions.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You guys have a good day.
Yep, gigwabamin, nagaj.
Miigwech.
Hank. I heard him. Henry. White Earth Urban?
I got a text from them. They said that they have no updates.
Okay. So we'll just wait for Henry to get on. Anybody get a hold of Henry?
Get old?
Okay.
I know, they've been pretty busy with the power.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Well, they said they've had new people on the board down there, Urban Council.
I seen a post, they had a post, I seen that. Bonnie Boudreau posted some stuff.
So, oh yeah, that's right. We're doing IDs down there, right?
Yeah, that's on June 2nd.
June
Yep.
2nd. So there'll be opportunity for us.
Yeah.
Is that June 2nd?
Yeah, and I think they're gonna have clothing down there too, and
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, they're gonna have a
Mile
lot
race.
of different things.
And before I forget, I do want to thank Carl Franzen for
Oh,
his
yeah.
years of
Yes.
service.
Yeah,
And we were able to make it to his event a little bit there, so I almost.
that's good, yeah. Be good, Carl.
Yep. Congratulations, Carl. Hope you enjoy your retirement.
All right, you want to talk about the hand plan or what?
Yeah, I was hoping Veronica could be here. We
Should we take a break? Let's take a break, yeah.
Veronica?
We'll take a 10-minute break. We'll get Veronica down here. Lenny should be pulling in too, so.
May I make a point to go into break right now?